Approval of the minutes, June 2nd, 2026 council meeting.
I'll make the motion. Sorry, do you want?
Nope. I'll second that.
Janet made the motion, Chris seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Jared?
Joe Demley will be here Thursday to fix the outlets on the lights. I just talked to him every day. He's frankly every day, which is good. So I'm gonna help fix the lights, Ford on range, fix all the ones that aren't working because the GFI plugs are all bad in them. So I think we had like 7 or 8 total bad plugs. And he's gonna replace the light bulbs on Market Street. In front of, I gave you guys a look at the maps of 3 alleys that I kind of chose to tackle this year. Surveyors are hard to get over here, but this is about a month and a half later. I finally got a quote back from Milligan's over in Monticello. So these are the quotes on the 3 alleys that we looked at to survey those. I actually have stone that can be delivered on Thursday, but again, this is just a quote on these, not on when they can get here to do them. So the prices on those, each one on the bottom sheet.
And then as an estimate to survey them?
Yeah, survey and know exactly the exact boundaries of the alleys. Those 3 specifically. And those are the starting points for all the alleys. These are the 3 we designated. I have not really gotten to discuss this share yet, because I just got 7 minutes to see if financially if we can even do that yet. So we'll have to look at that.
Terry, what's your thoughts on money?
It would definitely cut down how many alleys we're gonna be able to do, because that's
Right.
gonna double the cost.
Yeah, that's not stone delivery, that's just to confirm.
The alley.
Yeah, and it's like, this could be a long-term project over here. That it doesn't. So these were just the 3 that I was hoping to focus on, at least this year alone, but if we can focus, we can only do 1 for now, and
I would say just 1 for now.
then
Everybody else's thoughts?
getting the surveyor back over here will be the only thing. It's cheaper to get them to do it all at once than it is to keep bringing them back and forth, is what I was told.
They need to be surveyed before we can do them?
I would feel more comfortable having them surveyed so there's no disputes over us going into someone else's property with stone or cutting the sod out.
Then I would say, my opinion, survey them. Then we may not be able to do stone on all of them this year, but we would at least be ready to move forward with it.
How can they, are they gonna be able to permanently mark them? They pay, these are surveyed,
Yeah,
and then 12 months later?
they'll put a new stake in where they survey them,
Okay.
and then we'll be able to locate those. We can flag them too, but they'll be up high enough, like old ones were buried so deep, gone, find them if they are there, is the thing. So I can make sure that they do that.
I just wanna make sure there's no question, 12 months from now, this year we can afford to have them surveyed.
Yeah.
Next year, we're
Yeah.
not.
But if you're okay with that, I can get with Carrie and figure it out, and I can have them proceed with surveying it, and then I can hold off on the stone delivery. There's a couple I was actually, talked to Neil Douglas for excavating, and he's got to implement, I know other people do, we'll use different people whenever we have to, but he's gonna come in and just work some of these old ones up for stone there, and he might not even have this. So it'll save a lot of money. So I've already told him 2 alleys that I want to try to do that to start, just to see how it works, save on.
And those were sure of the boundaries?
Yeah,
or-
we just, well, I mean, they're clearly there, so
Okay.
we just go with what we see and then wait.
You're talking about the 3rd to the 5th one? That's definitely, there's gravel, but
Between Johnson and Market, you can clearly see it between, 3rd and 5th. I told him to work those up. So, because you can clearly see them. So let's work on, see if we can get that stuff. And then besides that, one thing is, we got approved, fully operational with the 287G program, like I talked to you about a month or so ago. We're fully operational now after working with them where I own one operation. And I submitted the paperwork they sent over for a stipend for us, or $100,000 for a vehicle and $15,000 for equipment and training for our department. So, once I get that back with a 100% guarantee, we should be getting money to be able to fund a vehicle. So,
So that's the Homeland Security.
yeah. No, not on the stipends up front on the vehicle. Now, anything that we do in our duties, like if we have to go out and do something, we have to submit a reimbursement voucher for our wages. But as far as the equipment and the training and the, vehicle, it's all upfront costs to mitigate, because we've done one detail already with our equipment. I said, if we're gonna keep doing this, I want government to pay for the equipment. So,
Do we need a motion for the, have the surveyor come?
I
I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
Do I have a motion to have the surveyor come?
I'll make that motion.
Mike made the motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
Well, everything I got is we're waiting on a bunch of new yield signs that come in for all of the yield signs that were bad and shaded. Like, I work week, they should be in any day now. That's about those. The concrete barriers that we have at the park are going to be removed. If you guys have any questions, as soon as we get we're doing temporary, 5-gallon buckets filled with concrete and a post with a no parking sign to help make it a little bit less of an eyesore. And that way we can remove those after the baseball seasons and stuff, and that's when we're having the problem, so.
Can we also remove the speed bump for 4th of July?
That was requested to be put back in, but that was the one thing I was gonna ask is how we're gonna do that. I know the parade.
The parade's gonna come back.
So I will, definitely bring that up about pulling it. Or,
Good.
I don't think there'll be much argument there. And I did talk to EMA, and they're supposed to be lending us some signboards, which I'm gonna confirm with Micah later, and the use of their side-by-side that's lit up for police, and he also offered one for medical, a gator that's set up for medical, so I'm getting with him on getting those lined up for 4th of July Festival.
Do you wanna go over the fireworks ordinance so everybody knows it?
You can, it's, what was it, 09?
Yes, 2009,
I believe it's June 29th through, June 29th through July 9th.
yes,
And 2 hours after dusk, except for on the 4th of July, it's till midnight. And then is it New Year's Eve till midnight,
1 AM,
1 AM? Is it 1 AM on the 4th too?
no,
Okay.
midnight on the 4th,
So.
It's for New Year's
that's
Eve
on
too?
town property,
yes.
in town property,
In-town
Yeah,
property on
enforcing
your
it.
own,
shut off from county. That's a state statute at that point. And ordinance fine on that is $250, if anybody has questions. If it's a violation. Pretty sure. That's what it said in the ordinance. Yep.
$100 per violation.
Oh, I saw this at 250. Yeah.
This one says $100 per violation, no more than 2,500.
Oh, no, that's, I pulled one out of the book that I had. I'll double check
In
that.
A, it says 250, and then in B, it says 100.
Yeah. Well, there's a fine.
Yes, there is a fine.
Oh, if anybody, I know it's been a hot topic, the tires, 95% of the tires have been removed from the property of the plants, so that's been handled.
Was there an ordinance about that?
I found one, old one.
Okay.
I done, the health department was assisting in looking at things, and, they're still looking at things, but I was able to find this, I work with the property. And,
Anything else, Jared?
Not off the top of my head.
Carrie?
I have the ATV register that I sent to you for approval.
Do I have a motion to approve the APV register June 23rd, 2026?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And then I sent you guys everything for the financial review for May of 2026. I just need approval for that.
Do I have a motion for financial review, May 2026?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Alleys have been discussed. Warning sign
Siren.
or siren.
Where is this actually gonna be? I'm confused about on where the second siren's gonna go.
Cameron had talked about having it put out by, I call it the soap factory, I don't know what it's,
A great
Oh, really?
forwardly.
yeah, out there.
Okay.
So,
Cause the one's currently by Salise, right? By the elevator in Salise.
no, it's up by the fire station, the
Oh,
current one,
okay, alright, okay.
am I right?
Yeah, it's right across the street from us.
You know what?
It should be used to it by now, right? Okay.
It's on a battery backup, so we do not have to have power.
Battery,
They said it was good for 10 years.
solar powered.
I assume it still has to have power going to it.
You would think.
I don't know.
Just something to think about.
Yeah, I agree.
All the single phase, this was three phases.
I will find out. The annexation west of Wolcott, we will be talking about that after the TIF district. New business, our TIF district redevelopment commission. We've talked to, Rebecca Trent out of Brookston. She is willing to do the remaining of the work for $1,500. And she can also do the annexation work if needed. And you said it was going to be what on the price on annexation?
So the annexation price that she gave me was for the pieces of property that were included in the TIF district, which is just like where Dollar General and San Juan is, and out that way. It was
To
on
select
that map. Yeah.
Right,
It is not going this direction. So that would be a different quote from her for that annex, but for,
Include your work.
and that needs to be addressed to her once we move forward. It wasn't on the original
Yeah.
plans. But
As the TIP district, right? I think we can always add something to it.
Yes.
We can always add.
so 1,500 is what she would charge to finish the TIF district. If we needed her to do the annex, it was going to be 1,500 if the property owners agree. If not, it would be more in the range of 3,000 to 5,000. So she can do annex, so we could contact her about doing the other that we need as well.
so I guess I need a motion to have her do the TIF district.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Okay,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Can you share maps at some
Yeah.
point with us?
Can we have her add that party part since it's in the both stages?
Yeah, so what she said was, if we were moving forward with it,
We can get.
then we need to appoint a 5-person board, which I think Betty's going to address that. Then we will schedule a meeting with her to discuss the next steps.
Okay.
So I'll just need to know exactly what area that is, so that we can show her on the map.
Yeah.
So,
Can you make us copies of this
Yes,
after
yeah.
the meeting?
Hold on a minute. From now on, we have something new. We have a podium. If you want to speak, go to the podium and state your name. So the people that are viewing this on camera can see who is speaking and who you are. Because other than Mindy and maybe Bart and Amy, nobody knows who's in those back 2 rows.
That's why we're in the back room.
Okay, so
How are we doing on that siren?
right now, I believe we have 1250.
we have that much pledged or whatever, that nobody's actually donated money yet.
We've had 2 donations of 5,000 and then one of 2,500.
Well, I've had some people asking, so,
Yeah,
and, you know, they wanna know some of the details on it when they're asking the questions.
right.
I don't wanna give them false information. I mean, I don't wanna say, well, it's gonna be here, and then find out it's gonna be there, or, you know, the battery operated thing. I
Right.
thought it was a 3-year thing, now you just said it was a 10-year, the battery backup. Things like that, you know, do we have any information that,
I have a little,
could you, like, send it to me so that when people ask me, I don't stand there and go, I do that.
yes.
Fundraiser, it's this weekend, isn't it?
Yes, the fundraiser for our siren is Friday night at the community building of hamburgers and hot dogs. I thought,
You know? We'll probably
No,
talk about it.
Patty was gonna be here tonight,
Yeah,
so,
I,
back to the TIF district. We have to appoint 5 members for the redevelopment commission board. I picked 3 members and the council picks 2 remaining members. The town clerk treasurer will be the treasurer secretary for the redevelopment. And, we also will have to contact the school, and the school will have to have a representative on it.
Is there a reason behind that?
The school, I couldn't honestly tell you. I'm only going by what I was told. So my 3 people that I am picking is Chris Guy, Justin, and myself. So it's up to you 3 to pick the other 2 or who you would like to see.
So the other 2 is one that has to be a school person?
No, the 5 that you all pick is not including the
Okay.
school board.
No, not including the school board.
But you cannot have more than 2 council members, or you have a quorum, and then every redevelopment meeting is considered a town council meeting.
So you already have 2.
Right.
Is there other
Anybody?
restrictions, does that have to be town member or town residents and things like that?
I was not told that they have to be a town resident.
Any
But
volunteers?
the money is for the town, is my
Yes,
assumption, right?
yes.
Yes.
So whoever makes the decision needs to be a member, I would assume needs to be a resident of Wolcott.
Wolcott. I would assume the same thing.
We're a business owner.
Or yes, or a business owner.
Somebody that has a financial,
It is something that we can set, and if you guys wanna think about it and ask somebody,
I think Mindy wants to do it.
maybe,
I'm just gonna throw this out there, if I do that, I would be able to put in for
Correct.
that,
correct.
right.
so,
You decline?
Hmm?
Are you declining?
for now.
at the moment, yes.
Okay.
I mean, I
Gotcha.
want to, but
Otherwise, you got two bags and two apples in one bag.
yeah.
Okay,
I would like to think about it, I mean, I'm not gonna, I can't.
okay,
Yeah.
we can finish it the next meeting. It's not something that has to be done and on the books tonight. Is that all right?
Mhm. Perfect,
Okay?
yeah.
We have a contract with the Shelby Township ambulance contract that needs to be signed. That is the district out on 231 at, around Round Grove, am I correct?
Yes.
And it is east down to Tippecanoe County line for the ambulance service.
Well, I'll make a motion to accept that contract and have it signed.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Patty's not here for the town ordinance.
So you know what you wanted?
Huh?
Did he tell you what you wanted?
It says town ordinance.
So it says. Okay.
I'm assuming, and Jared can vouch for this, that she's upset because her signs were taken down for the benefit donations for Saturday, or for Friday night, because she put them in the state easement. They are not allowed signs are not allowed in the easement. Jared took them down, or JR took them down. She was upset because she thought they should be moved through the people's property. What she does not understand is, it's not JR's responsibility to knock on the door and ask if it can be put in people's yard. You cannot put signs in people's yard without their permission.
Makes sense.
So, I know there's signs in the easements on the side streets. That's a whole different ordinance because it's not state property. So what goes on there is the town's. Am I correct?
Yeah, we don't have any rules on it.
And we have no, as Jared says, we have no rules. So,
And my understanding is it from the sidewalk
to
to
the
the highway?
It's a state right away.
state,
So the sidewalk is the dividing line.
That's how we fix it.
Okay,
And then you get on people's properties, so you have to get permission to property.
which I just want to be able to tell people, okay, you can put your signs up, but you have to ask the property owner.
Yep.
Because it has to be on the outside or the,
inside,
That's state law.
between their house and the sidewalk.
yes,
It has to be on private property, not the state property.
yes.
I just want clarification that way. If somebody asks me, I can give them
Good work.
the correct information.
Sure.
And
Makes
just
sense,
clarification, it's the light poles.
Yep.
I've had people ask, do you want to attach yard sale sign, another business sign? No. Can't attach them to the light poles or the telephone poles either. They're in the state right away. Just so you, that's how I want.
That happens a lot.
I had quite a few people ask me that last week. For their yard sales and a couple businesses.
Good.
The only other thing I have that Jared found out through the town park, there is no paperwork through the town park. You are allowed to drive your golf carts on the path, the walking path.
There's no vehicles in the tree areas.
Yes.
So
So
for the
otherwise-
car show,
Yeah.
I've seen Lincoln's highway every 4th of July,
Yeah.
every baseball game, but. So there's no actual handbook written rules for park. It's what you see on the signs placed at the entry of the parkways. It's what they want people to abide by. And again, it's not town property, it's private property.
who actually owns the park?
Township.
But we pay the maintenance for it?
We give them money every year, and the township gives them money every year. We
Okay,
get-
so there's more to it than,
And
okay,
then there's supposed to be a park board with representation on it, which I think that he looked into before about how that board's supposed to be set up.
Yes, there is supposed to be 5 people on the park board, and there is only 4. And according to the minutes, it was several years old through the town because of things that go on, the town is the one that appoints them. So it is something that we need to appoint the 5th member to.
Well, I asked to be on it, and I was told that she already had it full.
No, there has to be 5, there is only 4. So, that's another night, not tonight.
Well, you can put me down.
Okay. So, anyway, that's all I have.
Ken, do you have anything?
Nope.
Just want to see our faces? There you go.
Have you heard anything back on our
Friday.
Friday?
Yes, for me. I asked about every week, but we're good on Friday.
is that Egg Life or?
That's a community care grant that we applied for to rebuild the bathrooms
For the,
and device to the ambulance.
Yeah.
I forgot that was your tracker.
Have we
so,
heard any more about our,
Oh, IDEM is meeting with me and Jeff. I wanna say it's like the second week of July, it's on Monday, where I think it's gonna be, we're having, I'll get Ken involved in on it too.
I guess
If it's available.
I just want to be caught up cause I know we in our email to them, there was a fee structure, are they,
We're gonna address all that with IDEM on levels and everything. We're gonna help get a little more guidance, whether they require them to get committed or what. We're gonna have a better, clearer picture once IDEM helps us understand where they're gonna stand on this.
okay.
Ken, do you have anything to add to that at all?
We had preliminarily started working on permits, which I.
Yeah, so we kind of already started the wheels with, we went over and looked, Ken took us over to Kent's, looked at their phosphorus treatment, elementary, setup. And he said he could start the permit, so I went and asked him because it said like a 6-month length of getting the permit. So I
Right.
said, go ahead and start getting the permit for us to be able to, put the alum into our system. And then we'll start getting quotes on what we need or don't need as far as our setup.
But as far as, I guess, clarification, they are in violation of what they're putting in our wastewater, is that true or no? Like it got
What they're
too
putting
much,
into our system is above the daily limits on the last testing that we did. Yes.
so are they gonna, I mean, to put this new alum system in, it's gonna cost us money. Are they gonna, are we gonna be reimbursed or is they gonna be reflected in our charges for that?
Think of that, it's one and two things, that they're separate and the same issues. If that makes sense. We have to deal with our phosphorus regardless with the state requirements. So we're taking the extra, we're going ahead and taking a step to be prepared for it.
Right.
We have to be ready in about 2 years and some odd months now. And then theirs, yes, if they keep sending, if we're going to come up with IDEM on how they want it, they might make them put a pre-treatment in. And then we won't have to, if not, then we're gonna be testing like we've already talked about quite a bit. And then the ordinance does say we would bill them. We don't bill them for that necessarily.
Cause we're gonna have to do that within 2 years, is that?
Right.
So we're getting the ball rolling,
Yes.
okay. That makes more
And
sense.
Ken can correct me if I'm speaking out of place here about anything, because he's the expert.
Is that just the 2-year thing, is that just because of the,
That's the
Further
deadline for
development?
the IDEM has given municipalities, that
Oh.
this is gonna be in place. So, on phosphorus levels. So,
anybody else got anything else?
What is our plan moving forward with the annexation west? How do we proceed?
We will talk to Rebecca Trent, since she will be doing the annexation of part of the TIF. Then she will also start the process for that.
So we're gonna go ahead and give her the approval to start the process?
We
I
can
guess
vote
we
on
can.
it.
Huh?
We can vote on that.
Yeah, we didn't do it, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Well, we need to probably get an estimate from her on that part of things to see how much.
And I'm going by what I've learned with some other stuff, like, Brian Furr, when he had like the alley vacated, are we gonna have to have GPS coordinates and have it, are we gonna have,
I got one question here, and you can correct me if I'm, like, my concern here on annexation. Ken, maybe except in other people. Annexation doesn't stop the property owner, in my opinion, from still putting the business on there. Annexation would then require us to provide them water and wastewater by ordinance. If I'm wrong here, like, we will be required then to give them water.
I'm
So-
speak to that. I just talked to our attorney 2 days ago.
Because we're required that anybody that's in the town limits, we have to provide water and wastewater.
Any business that goes through that district that's annexed, has to be approved by the board here. It takes it out of the county's hands.
So it's not saying that, no, we don't have, yes, to your point, yes. But to his point, then we get to decide what goes there and not the county.
You can tell a property owner that's zoned for business that they can't put an arcade in because you don't like an arcade.
If it is annexed in to the town.
If it's, I mean, you'd have to have.
That seems, I mean, no offense, that seems awful over intrusive of a government entity to tell somebody what they can and can't do. And I'm in agreement about the data center, but I'm talking
Yeah.
about
No, it's just more,
that thought process.
it's more so that the town is the one that decides it, not like your area plan or.
Otherwise, the commissioners cannot sit over there and say that if that is annexed in, they cannot say, we're gonna put a data center in that area. They can't do it because it's annexed into
So
our.
if somebody like does that, I want to put a pizza place in, says you're not allowed to put a pizza place in. Can't put a pizza place in my business?
You have to have.
That's the same.
Specifically,
Same argument.
I talked to Jason specifically on this. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, yeah,
He said it takes it out of the county's hands.
I'm just terrified of that. They find a loophole and then we're stuck with a water system and wastewater that we won't be able to handle.
I see your point, but to your point, it's currently that way now. I mean, if you wanted to put a pizza place in and we didn't want you to have a pizza place, we could already tell you no.
Or the county would say no.
Or the county would tell you no.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's already that way. You still have to apply for
Well, you have
permits.
to play for, so you're saying a business permitting would go to the town.
Town. Right.
Yes. It takes it out of the county's.
Like, so any business going in the town, they'll have to file for permit with the town council, not area plan or the county.
Yes.
Correct.
Once it's annexed,
Once it's, once it's annexed in, yes.
And I have one more question. If there is a shortfall, like maybe it's not in the budget, can private donations reach out and help? Shortfall?
With what?
To pay for the annex?
Well, the attorney
It's attorney fees.
Yes.
If there's a shortfall.
Yeah.
Can private citizens?
You can make a donation and specifically state what it's for. So yes.
That answers my question.
We did hear back from Jacob that he did talk to Judd Barse, and he is willing to take a look at it as well. So we have him or Rebecca Trent, so I just need to know which way to move forward.
And not to step on anybody's feet, but when I did talk to Jason, our attorney, I asked him if he did this or if he knew somebody in his firm. He said they have somebody in their firm that specializes in annexation. I asked him to send contact information, and when I get it, I'll just forward it to you folks.
Okay,
So I suppose it's forward to you, Carrie.
okay.
So,
I would prefer to stay with Rebecca primarily
If
at the
she's
beginning.
gonna, if
In
she's
the
gonna
beginning.
do our
Yeah, yeah.
And
TIF,
that's my thoughts
then
too.
it's easier.
As long as we
to
have somebody
keep you
working
the
on it, that's,
point.
yeah, right.
And she could reach out to your guys, yeah. If you need help.
So do we need a motion to move forward with Rebecca on the annexation of West of Town?
I thought you had to have a board first.
So that's for the TIF district.
That's for tip.
Okay, not for
And in the TIF district, the annex was going north,
north and,
yeah.
Yes.
okay.
This was
Okay,
the
I
upper
was, I just wanted to
section.
make sure that.
We have to have something different because
Yes.
we're not making that a TIF district out there.
We can't, right, because the county's already got.
It already is a TIF,
It's a
yeah,
TIF.
for the county.
So,
But that's just the Mac Park, right?
Right.
correct.
But how far does Mac Park go? That's the other thing.
Our house is in the TIF district. Oh, really? Yeah, never notified. Everybody north of the tracks, back in 13 was notified, nobody south of the tracks.
Wow.
I make a motion to use Rebecca Trent for annexation.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. At least we're that far ahead on it.
Mhm.
Do we have anything else? A reminder of Friday night's donation for the, dinner for the hamburgers and hot dogs for the new siren. And that's all I got.
Also, a reminder, everyone has until June 30th to submit letters of interest for the
Oh,
open
yes.
office position.
And I guess the other reminder is if you drive a side-by-side or a golf cart that in town, they do have to be permitted through the town.